What's up, guys? I'm Jeremiah. Welcome to my kitchen, and this is my new high quality knife. As you can see, it's like really high quality because it's black. Like, you can't go wrong with a black knife because the black knife.
Go black, never go back.
Yeah, exactly. This is my assistant Micah, and this is my student TJ. He's he's a pretty smart one. So I'm letting him take the helm. You know, he's cutting. So this is the hot dogs. You know, you got some decent consistency and size and whatnot. Yeah, so not bad, sir. Okay. So I understand. That feels very good, but it's my turn now. So we're gonna grab this frozen hot dog. Just gonna. Shoot. No, Sammy. Oh, looks like the dog ate it. Let's just keep going. Alright. So I'm making you know, some sauteed hot dogs. You know, this kind of looks, this frost, as you can see, it indicates some quality. You know, it's kind of like, you know, I'm gonna go a little slower just so the camera can see it. Like. As you can see, okay. So yeah, we're cutting through these meats. Not bad. This is actually a very good knife. Have I mentioned that? It's a Circle M. Yeah. All right. Okay. So now we got two in a row. So we can. It's pretty unsafe. Okay. So now, all right, we got a good pool. Okay, so now we got a good pool of things. Okay, so we're gonna have to walk through the kitchen with the knife face down, so when you drop it, it drops on your feet and not face up and bounces and then hits your face. Because you'd rather, you know, slit your feet than your face. Okay, so I'm just gonna shove this in there somehow. Looks pretty good. Alright. So, I made a grave mistake earlier, like 5 minutes ago, when I did not light the stove. We're just gonna get that. So we're gonna go to front, because it's the front one, and it's obviously the left one, so we do the left dial. So we're just gonna push down, do that, and then we're gonna turn on the lighter. Now you're gonna smell some gas. It's not gonna smell good, but it's okay. So yeah, we ignited it. This is an older model, so obviously you're gonna have some problems with lighting it the first couple times. And yeah, so as you can see, we're pretty low on butter, obviously, because, you know, I really love making this stuff. And, yeah. So, let's see. Alright, we're gonna use this.
A fork?
Just gonna put this here. Leave that aside for now. Don't let the dog get to it. Okay, so we're gonna butter up the pan. You need some butter to...
Hey, you want me to do that for you, boss?
No, thanks.
Are you sure, boss?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Alright, I'll just stand here and watch.
Yeah, no problem, thanks. Okay, so, yeah, that's good enough. So now, we're gonna be adding the pool of vegetables into the cutting board from the pan into the pan. So, alright. So you gotta be very careful. This is a very large cutting board, so I have an advantage. But some people who have smaller cutting boards might have some rolling off issues. Like, I just rolled like 3 hot dogs into the stove. It's gonna burn up and catch your house on fire, but let's make this video first. Okay. And then we'll deal with the fire. Alright. So as you can see right now, the hot dogs are cooking. Just gotta give them a good swish, you know, basic stuff. You know, when you're cooking some hot dogs, these are obviously frozen. Now, if you bought refrigerated hot dogs, you don't have to cook them for as long. But please note that when you refrigerate your hot dogs, they're going to be not as quality when they're frozen. Because when they're frozen, they're in their most dormant state, so they're not used to anything. But when they come out refrigerated, they have a mindset, so they know that it's not a good thing for them to be cooked, and they don't want to die. But you know, yeah. So as you can hear, if you listen closely, get that good sizzle shot. It's sizzling if you listen. I just press it down. Now you can't feel it because I'm doing it, but when you press it down, you can feel some vibration. That's good. That's good. So, okay. Let's see here. I'd say that these are almost ready for the cooking mixture. So this is my secret ingredient sauce. This is my secret sauce. You know, secret sauce. So I made it, and yeah, and it's you really just okay. So caution here, cautionary tale. You got to wear this oven mitt because it's gonna pop. It's gonna pop hard, and like you don't want to be in the midst of a pop. And yeah, so okay, I'm just gonna mix it together like this. Like you really want to get it all scrunched up so it can all bask in the secret sauce glory. Yeah. Okay. So see this, like you got your butter, your sauce. You want to get some more in there if you're really looking for something to, you know, really enjoy. I prefer to have like a lot of sauce, but if you're more modest, you can go with a little sauce. It's okay. Like they honestly taste good without the sauce because when I bought them from the store, they had their own special seasonings inside the mixture that makes up the hot dog. But if you're like me, then you gotta have that sodium. You gotta have that sugar. That you gotta have your tomato puree and your modified food starch. It's all gotta go in. So yeah. All right. So we're just cooking up some hot dogs, and then here's where you gotta lean back. You don't want to get popped. It's obviously not the best thing. Now, as you can see here, there's a little bit of inconsistency in the mixture. Like, not all the hot dogs are getting an equal distribution of sauce. So, you just take your fork and get it all nice and dandy. Excuse me, excuse my voice. Okay, so I punctured a couple, but I can return them to their original position. So, alright. Now, they're obviously not cooked evenly because I jumbled them up so much. And so, like, I try to, like, start out the cooking process. Like, it'll never be perfect, but I try to start out the cooking process with them all being flat, and then flipping them all individually. But there's too many hot dogs for that. We're just not gonna bother. Okay. So these will have to be cooked for a really long time because what I strive to achieve with these hot dogs and my secret sauce is that they get burnt to a crisp on one side, and technically they're not actually burnt to a crisp, but the sauce is burnt. And when that sauce is burnt, it feels really good on the tongue, you know. So yeah, like.
So how long have you worked on the show?
He's talking to my apprentice, and
I don't know.
Pretty good apprentice, I guess. Anyway.
I don't know. Can you help me? Can you help me?
This is gonna be a pain to wash. Just so you know. All right.
What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
With that guy over there.
This smells pretty burnt.
No! Hey, quiet on the set, please.
Alright, everybody. So, as you can see now, these are nice and dandy. They smell burnt, they look burnt. Maybe not on the top, but definitely on the bottom, as you can tell by the bubbling, sizzling moisture clouds. Okay, so now we gotta be very careful because this is hot, very hot. Okay, so you're just gonna, my assistant Thomas has prepared this plate for me, thankfully. So I just felt a tiny little pop, but it's okay because I'm used to that kind of stuff. I am a gourmet chef. Okay. So you want to?
Excuse me, sir. You have some chocolate on your.
Do I?
Yeah, on your lips.
Well,
Yeah, let me film that. You getting it off.
is it off?
It's like right here. All right, continue, sir.
So, all right, you want to get it in a good line, and it's pretty hot right now, but that's not a problem because it needs to be hot so we can add some special toppings like some cheese and let's check this.
Sorry.
Best.
Sorry about that.
This is okay. This is some okay cheese. Best by January 2018. It's not going anywhere, I think. Alright, so we got this Chipotle cheddar cheese from Happy Farms.
Not sponsored.
No, not at all. They're genuinely a good company. So yeah, I'm just gonna add this cheese to my special hot dogs. They were originally frozen, but now they're steaming hot. Alright, so now I'm gonna just like flip it and mix them so I can get them all melted and good. And this isn't going very well. Maybe I should have done this on the stove, but it's okay. Trial and error, everybody. It's all about what cooking is. You know, eventually, like you learn the logics and the data structures and all that. It just becomes basic knowledge eventually. So yeah, I screwed this up. Can't put cheese on hot dogs. What was I thinking?
Are we ready for the taste testing?
The taste testing, no.
Oh, okay. I'll cut that out.
So we're gonna add this Tabasco sauce just to make it spicy. What's this? They're the same thing. Tabasco sauce.
Not sponsored.
And we should add this Pasta Zero shirataki spaghetti. You got that?
Yeah. Not sponsored.
Not at all. Okay. So I'm just gonna. Now, the thing about cooking is that the best strategy is to clean up as you work. So that's why I'm going to first wash the dishes. So yeah, this provided kitchen by the studio has one sponge, and it also has hand soap, and that will suffice for washing the dishes. I tend to do my dishes before I eat, because when you do the dishes before you eat, you can eat without the burden of knowing that, you know, you're gonna have to do the dishes. That's why I eat the dishes first, and then I cook the food. So yeah, I really do this well.
You seem like you have a lot of experience.
Yeah, I have experience with the entire kitchen. I've been married. I'm a wife. Was.
Oh shit!
So now I gotta wash my hands. And then it'll be time for putting away the butter and the sauce. Okay, So the butter, I found it right here. The sauce, I made it, but we're gonna put it in the fridge. It's down here. This stuff, this is gross. I didn't even do this, but this is just plain nasty. Bad practice.
That was left over by the other show, right?
Yeah, the last show and the last TV slot.
What is that show?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
Yeah, I only work with you.
Yeah. And we're gonna put this element away. And now it is time for the taste test. So you're just gonna take this cheese and eat it first because I don't want the cheese in it anymore. It's gross. It's actually pretty good, the cheese part, so far. Maybe I should test the cheese and the hot dog at the same time.
I agree.
So now we got 2 cheeses, 2 hot dogs. It's time for the test.
How's it taste?
Wonderful.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate it?
I give it. I would give it a 9, but it's not hot enough because I kind of spent a while cleaning. But if it were hot, it would be a 9. Well, this is an 8.
So this is a final 8.
The final 8.
Okay.
You love those people. Would you like to try?
No, it's disgusting.
Would you like to try some hot dogs?
This guy scares me.
What do you think? Here, this part's got cheese.
Is he like this every time?
Mm-hmm. I like it. This has been Jeremiah's Kitchen, the episode where I make sauteed hot dogs and cheese. Not a bad thing. 8 out of 10. Have a nice night.